Hey y'all, Alan here. Oh, can you guys hear that? That's like my electric heater. That's my fan of my heat coming on. It's loud. Coming at you Tag Tuesday. I'll be doing the historian book tag, Ancient Cultures. Now this is an original tag by Jack, my friend Jack Rambling Raconteur. I've known him for years. He lives in the Phoenix area. That's where my family lives. And I spent like 25 years there in grad school in Tempe and Mesa and Scottsdale and Glendale and all over. But yeah, I've known Jack for a few years. We've been in some buddy reads. We did Native Son. He turned me on to that. He's been a host at Faulkner in August, at least once. And I like to think next time I visit my dad, not this summer, but next summer, because my old man's coming up here to Portland this summer. But next time I'm in Phoenix, Jack, I'll buy you lunch at Filiberto's. And I was tagged by my friend Aaron Facer. I just got done buddy reading with him more later in the questions of the prompts. So he tagged me about a month ago. I'm behind in my tags. It's a good thing. I hope people keep tagging me because I try to do a Tag Tuesday every Tuesday. On with the tags. And again, please, as I usually say, don't make me type out my the prompts with my thumbs on my phone. So go back to, just go in the description box, go check out Jack, Rambling Raconteers, the tag on this, and then Aaron Facer's tag. Don't you hate it when I'm speaking to the older people who are watching this? My demographics are all over the place, but the older people, don't you kind of hate it when somebody younger than you, like much younger, like 20, 30 years younger than you, is smarter than you? I mean, admit it. That's Aaron, man. Yeah, Aaron's become a friend. On with the show. Prompt one. The Romans. What books, writers, genres are your bread and circus? Well, my favorite genre is drama. Everybody who knows me or this channel knows I'm a big General Hospital fan. Ha ha ha. Been for 45 plus years. My grandma turned me on to it, and then when I was in the joint, we watched it, and I can go for years. Like, I've had jobs where I've had to miss it, and I've gone years with missing it, and then you come back right to it. And I think I've got MJ coming back to the show, as a matter of fact, coming back to General Hospital. It's only 1 hour an afternoon, 5 days a week. It's like meditation to me, and it's so good. So I've been a Shakespeare fan all my life. Well, since I was in junior high, and I saw my first Shakespeare play at Bowling Green State University in Ohio. I love Faulkner and Joyce. I like nonfiction. In fact, a friend said on a sprint just the other day, I thought your channel was all about nonfiction. But I read some nonfiction, like I'm reading this one now. I read his first one, Rinker Buck. He wrote one about the Oregon Trail that I really liked. This one, he's going down the Mississippi in a flatbed boat, a la Mark Twain. And I like fantasy too. Ooh, this is for Marching Mammoths, Ken Follett's prequel to The Pillars of the Earth. Buddy reading this with my friend Jeremy Fee. So those are my favorite genres. I like some sci-fi too, like Pynchon or Gene Wolfe. I'll be reading his third and fourth novels. What is it? Sword and Citadel, After the Torturer. So I'll be reading that this year. Let's see, prompt 2. The Sumerians. What is a work you read many years ago but still appreciate? I'm going to go with two. I'm going to go with Catcher in the Rye and Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Not The Adventures, it's just Adventures. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So, I was talking about this with on our live show yesterday with featuring Mark with Book Time with Elvis. We went for 2 hours on our longest show with friend Greg. And we talked about this book, how it's not a children's book, and how it's getting censored along with James Bond, Ian Fleming, Raoul Duell, but I read it as a child, and it was marketed as a kid's book. It was a white hardback book with like, Huckleberry Finn, come on an adventure with me. But it's a deep book, and I've read that like 4 or 5 times. Most recently, just a few years ago. Prompt 3, The Shade. What is your favorite non-example of pillory? Now this is where Jack's getting all erudite. He's a very intelligent man, very educated. He's a teacher, instructor, professor. I forget if he's with ASU or what. But pillory is like the stock and bond, when you're in the stockade. So a non-example to pillory. I don't know. Time out. Sit in the corner. Time out. It's been a long time since my kid is 23 years old, so it's been a long time since I had to pillory somebody. 5. The Babylonians. 4. The Basket Maker. Name an early work that points the way to later monuments. Sure. The Commedia, the Divine Comedy. Oh yeah. We're gonna go back to Plato. I just start with the Greeks myself. Virgil, Virgil's in here. Well, let's see, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Prompt 5. The Babylonians. What book did you expect to be impenetrable, but found quite easy to sink into? Which book did you think you'd find impenetrable? Well, can't pronounce it because I'm drunk. No, impenetrable. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. I'm Irish. I thought this would be a hard book, but I'm sailing through this book. Really enjoying the recognitions. Look at all these notes I have already. I'm already on part 2. This is a group read with Greg and Sean D. Standfast. And I had to put it down because I'm way ahead of them. Yeah, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but when you know how it is when you get a sprint going and you're on point. I've been a reading fiend these last few days. I'll put up some photos of what Portland's been like in the snow. We just hunker down, drink coffee, and read, play guitar. Okay, I'm going to go fast now. 6. The Persians. How do you organize your bookshelves? By author. 7. Istengo Bone in the Middle Stone Age, Central Africa. How does the length of a work affect your reading experience? It really doesn't. I mean, I'm reading the War of Art right now. It's a motivational creative by Stephen Pressfield, Esquire gave it a good review. I've went through it a little bit. It's funny, modern. He swears in it. And then, look at this big book, or look at this big book that I buddy read with Aaron Facer, who talked me into finishing it. It's over 800 pages. And now I'm reading it again with Grape Jelly Library. So I read big books. I don't know why. I read small ones. And same difference, whatever. 8, the Huns. How do you read packed books while traveling? I only take a couple in my carry-on. 9, the I can't even pronounce it. Argolida culture. What is your favorite pop culture references to Greek culture? Irish Celtic. Aaron Go Brown. Tag some peeps. If you're watching this, you're tagged. Don't be afraid of it. I couldn't pronounce some of the words either. Ancient cultures isn't my forte. But hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. And thanks again, Jack. Hope to see you soon. And thanks, Aaron. I can see you over the pond almost. All right. Later, guys.